They're kind of designed for that sort of movement on the water, aren't they,
Swimming.
ducks, funnily enough?
Swimming. Quite remarkable, isn't it? How they've adapted
I know,
over the years.
amazing.
Ducks that can swim. Quite extraordinary. 12 minutes past 6.
Right, it's lovely to have your company with us this morning. Thank you for being here. And of course, anything that you want to get in touch with us about this morning, please feel free. At BBC Breakfast is how to contact us on social media. Pregnancy can be hard enough without a pandemic to complicate things, but midwives are warning that coronavirus guidelines are causing confusion and upset for many.
Last month, the NHS released new guidance advising that pregnant women should have their partners with them for appointments, scans and delivery, but the BBC has found experiences are differing across the UK. Here's our health correspondent, Anna Collinson.
Gemma.
Yes, you relax, Chris. Don't get stressed. Relax,
It's a
OK?
stressful job, the role of a weather person.
We're just beginning. It's going to be OK.
These things are all marginal. It's, you know, half a degree difference makes a difference this time of the year with the rain just turning to snow. There is a sharp knife edge today, so I've got to be on my toes, really.
OK.
Definitely, if you're working in something like farming as well. I had a letter from our local suppliers for our veg box who were saying it's an absolute nightmare with trying to plant stuff out at the moment because of all the rain. It's so unpredictable.
Let's have a look at the papers for you this morning, Saturday morning, 6.
Now, in a special series of films, Clive Myrie has been reporting from the coronavirus wards at the Royal London Hospital. You may well have seen these on the news bulletins.
He's been speaking to those on the front line of the pandemic, looking at the impact COVID-19 is having on patients, their families and the entire health service. There is a warning. You may find some scenes in his report upsetting. It's all connected. Chris, we'll see you later on. Thank you very much.
Got loads of small clumps of snowdrops in our garden now, which is just really cheering. And the first crocuses have come up as well.
Pretty.
Yes, very pretty.
Let's see. The time now is 7:21.
This week, the UK reached a terrible figure. 100,000 people have now died from COVID in the UK. It's a very sombre milestone, and for every life lost, there's been a huge impact on the friends and families left behind.
Breakfast, Gemma Kelvin has been speaking to some of those whose loved ones were taken by coronavirus in the past year. Weeks. Stephen McDonald reporting from Wuhan.
Now, just think about this. It was a year ago this weekend that the first 2 known coronavirus cases in the UK were treated at Newcastle's Royal Victoria Infirmary.
The boss of NHS England, Sir Simon Stevens, marked the anniversary with a visit to the hospital, and he thanked staff across the health service for their incredible work over the last 12 months. Sharon Barber has this report.
Thank you much indeed for your time, Matthias Schmidt from Newcastle's Royal Victoria Infirmary. We should say, actually, that in the case of those patients, they were discharged from hospital within a couple of weeks. So, thankfully, in that case, they were OK, but clearly then everything took a much more difficult turn.
Dr. Schmidt, thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of your day.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Charlie. Bye-bye.
And the other thing, Charlie, just of note, is there are lots of very sombre anniversaries at the moment, but it's a year today since a man called Peter Atwood died. He was 84 years old. His death at the time was attributed to heart failure and pneumonia. They discovered months later, once they did the test, that he was COVID-19 positive. So it's thought that he was, well, if not the first, one of the first people to die with COVID in this country, and that was on this day a year ago. But at the time, we didn't know that.
Yes, and Dr. Schmidt, they're of course talking about one of the success stories, the vaccine programme, which is in place now. We're going to have our regular panel just after 9 o'clock this morning. In amongst many of the questions, you have lots of questions about some of the new vaccines, as well as the ones we already know about. So keep those questions coming in just after 9 o'clock.
So should we take a look at the weather now? Chris Fawkes has all the details. It's it's pretty turbulent, isn't it, Chris?
Yes.
Should be.
And on that very subject, again, the vaccine row and the intricacies of the contractual arrangements between the big pharmaceutical companies and the different national governing bodies and so on, it's hard to comprehend. But I think what most people want to know for themselves or their parents or grandparents is, will the people who've been vaccinated or got their first jab, will they get their second jab in time? How much confidence do you have in that?
I am pretty confident, and I'm reasonably confident of the other bit of that